I was eating grilled corn when a business idea hit me. My son was sitting next to me, sweating bullets from the spicy sauce. He looked like he was in pain, but he kept eating, savoring every bite like it was the best thing he'd ever tasted. And that's when it struck me. What if potato chips could be spicy too? We went out and bought every kind of hot sauce we could find, then crammed into our tiny kitchen to start experimenting. None of us had a clue what we were doing. The whole family was going wild from the heat. The kitchen was a mess, but I had a feeling. We needed real ingredients. That rich, smoky Mexican-style heat. To mix everything evenly, I borrowed my kid's hamster wheel. Then I hit the streets, tasting every chili pepper I could get my hands on. After weeks of trial and error...
Ow, 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 burn!
Burns good or burns bad?
It burned good.
We finally nailed it. A flavor so spicy, so addictive. It was unforgettable, but I was just a janitor. Management didn't care. They laughed at me and said, if you're so smart, why don't you pitch it to the CEO? That night, I dug through the company contact list and found the CEO's number. He was in Italy. I called him and told him everything. He listened.
You're a janitor.
Maintenance crew, sir. Look, if it's okay, I'd like to send you some samples, sir.
Richard.
More than okay. Then gave me his address. I packed up some samples and shipped them off with all the hope I had. Roger, the CEO, tasted the chips and didn't even wipe his hands before calling me back. He said he was flying to the US to visit the factory. The next day, the managers were furious. They wanted to know who went behind their backs. When they found out it was me, they chewed me out in front of the whole company. If the CEO doesn't like your idea, they said, he'll kill the project. No more investment. The factory shuts down. We all lose our jobs. I started to doubt myself. Went home feeling crushed. But my wife wouldn't let me give up. She believed in me. So we studied together, learned how to pitch like professionals. When Roger arrived, my dad helped me into a decent suit.
I'm so proud of you, Mo. Ahora, chígatelos.
Time was tight. Roger called me into the conference room and asked me to present. I had a script ready, but as soon as I opened my mouth, I froze. So I tossed the script, held up the spicy chips, and spoke from the heart. Someone asked about market share. I had no idea what that meant, so I stretched out my arms and pointed to the length of the supermarket shelves. Everyone laughed, but I kept going. I explained how regular folks crave bold flavors. Roger stood up and mimicked my gesture. After the meeting, he didn't even look at the paperwork. He was in. We launched the product, but sales were terrible. No one bought it. The factory manager shut the project down immediately. I felt like a fool, just a janitor chasing a ridiculous dream. But my friend Baker didn't see it that way.
Look here, the person I met 10 years ago wouldn't blink. He'd find a way, any way to get it done. I don't want to look you up in 20 years from now, just to find out you're still down here on the bottom. Step up.
That night, I couldn't sleep. Talking with my family, I realized we hadn't done any marketing. I was devastated. Then my oldest son handed me his savings. He wanted me to use it to advertise the chips. That snapped me out of it. I called up my old buddies and hired them to help promote the product. Back at the factory, I told everyone to believe in the chips. Some tried to stop me, but Baker shut them down. We all knew the truth. The chips weren't the problem.